Hey everyone, I'm here with our first strategy from the Rock and Review, and it's called Rock and Roll. And this strategy is for the questions that students are clueless on. Basically, I'm looking at 4.5A for fourth grade, which it's all operations and problem solving. It's representing all operations and problem solving, which is a tough one anyways, but what it means to be a clueless question is looking at data from the state of Texas. Literally, it's like the kids just closed their eyes and picked an answer choice. It was just spread all over the place. Who the percentage that chose A, B, C, or D. It was pretty apparent that they just didn't even know how to start with this type of question. So we have categorized the 2019 question number 5 as a clueless question. And this is the best strategy that we would recommend for these types of questions, and it's called Rock and Roll. The only thing you need for this is this page, front and back, and I'll show you the back in just a second, and dice. That's it. So it's very little prep. You'll just need this card. I like to create them into little cards, the questions. You can do it how you want, but you'll just only need this one question and this page front and back right here in dice. And so what the students will do is they'll be in a small group, like maybe 3, 4, and they'll roll the dice. And so let's say I roll a 1. It says, what are 3 important details about the problem? Well, it is my job in my group to write down 3 important details, and you can have them discuss it as a group. Up to you how you want to approach any of these games, really and truly tailor them to meet your students' needs. And then another student can roll, where they all can roll at the same time, up to you, and they'll roll a few times. And then what you can have them do is, if not all are filled in after they roll, so let's just say there's 3 in the group and they each roll 1 time, then you can have them go to another group if you want and look for somebody who rolled and filled out a number that they did not roll. It's up to you how you want to do this. If you want to get them up and moving and exchanging ideas, I recommend that. If you're more, I want them to just stay with their group because it was a very intentional group, you can do that as well. But basically, it's just guiding questions. It's going to help them attack the question. It's helping them guide through their thinking, what's confusing about the problem. I mean, it could be that the actual strip diagram is confusing about it, and then they can stop in their group and they can talk about that. They will work through each of these and discuss, and eventually, once everything is filled out and once they've discussed everything, they will attack the problem. And then, of course, you can go over a whole group with your students once they've gone through this process. You can also walk them through as well and model this for them. But this is a fun way to really get them thinking deeper and having those guiding questions for them. Because if they're clueless, they don't even know where to start. You've got to give them a starting point. And this is a great, great starting point. What does the problem want you to answer? That's a huge thing right there. So it's really just walking them through that problem solving process. Also using our raise give me 5 would work as well, of course. But so this is basically for clueless questions. Just a quick strategy for you for that, for our review. And this would be for 4th grade for 4.5A problem solving representing. So I hope that you find this helpful and useful, and we're here if you have any further questions. The directions are also dropped in the 4.5A folder under Clueless Strategy 1. Under any TEAC, Strategy 1 will be Clueless. And so the instructions are there for you as well if you have any questions.